Hello, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your mid July reading. I hope all you guys are well. I hope you had a fantastic 4th of July. I invite you guys, especially those of you who are new who have not subscribed or followed me on my other social media pages, please do because I am going to be posting a video later today. And actually, at the time that you watch this, it'll already be on my social medias. Okay, so please go check it out. And I am going to be posting on my social medias. I'm going to make a real effort to do it at least once a week, if not possibly 2 to 3 times a week, but definitely once a week. And it's not going to be tarot, okay? It's just going to be what I've learned, how I've grown and evolved, and just my thoughts on what's happening, okay? So, and what spirit is guiding me to talk about, okay? So, for my lovely Leos, mid July, wow, look at that. 3 cards right out the gate. Spirit didn't waste any time. First card out. Look at that. The law of attraction. Co creating with spirit, learning how manifestation actually works. You are attracting all good things into your life right now, my lovely Leos. And I am burning Palo Santo for you guys today, okay? So, and the mysteries. Something soon is going to be revealed that you are going to realize you have been co creating with the universe this whole time. And I feel like it's going to kind of blow you away a little bit, my lovely Leos. So get ready. And then we have face your fears. Listen, when we put out there to spirit, to our guides, in our prayers to God, however you do it, journal about it. When it comes about, right, we may have to face one of our deepest fears to make it happen. It's like you put it out there, and then God says, okay, you want this, Leo? You got to move through this block. You got to move through this fear. Are you willing to do that to get to your end goal? Okay? That's what I feel like is being asked of you at this time. All right? So let's get to it for my lovely Leos. What do they need to know? What is their message regarding the law of attraction? Life is but a mystery. That's what I always think of when I see that mystery card. Something that is hidden is soon going to be revealed to you. And I also feel like the truth is how you manifest. You are a manifesting machine. Okay? And face your fears. Face your fears. Okay, face your fears. Face your fears. Woo! Look at that, Leo. You got a spanking beautiful, beautiful opportunity coming your way. What have you been asking for? What have you been manifesting? You have been patiently waiting on this. Okay, you have been very patiently waiting for your ships to come in, for something to really take root, for something to be tangible that you could hold in your hands, something you can depend on, count on. For some of you, it's something that you've really been nurturing. Okay, could have to do with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Page of Pentacles. Wow, giving an opportunity. Page of Cups. Heartfelt message, heartfelt apology. Could be something you've been waiting on for quite some time now. It's been really taking a long time. For some of you, it's been in the past year that you have been waiting on this to happen, take place. Moving in a new direction with the Queen of Swords here. It's time to bring something to a close. It's time to speak your truth, not keep holding things in. It could be, you know, you've been through a lot in the past. Leaving a very difficult situation, that's for sure. Yeah, the Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. You could be dealing with an air sign, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Too many cards there. Make sure you take some time to rest. Okay, that's very, very important here. Because things are about to get really busy for you. Okay, things are about to really, really move forward rapidly for you. There is an opportunity for you to, once you speak from your heart or someone is speaking from their heart to you, some of you are having a heart-to-heart conversation with a loved one in spirit and have been asking for their guidance, have been asking them for their help, okay? And then all of a sudden this opportunity comes across your path, but you got to act on it quick because everything from there forward is going to move very, very rapidly, okay? Some of you are moving in the direction of an air sign. This is also about relocating. The Queen of Swords is looking ahead. She's not looking in the past. Okay, you could be turning your back to a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because you just feel like it's going to take too much time to really show any growth. That's for somebody out there, not everybody. For others of you, it is about learning the value, okay, of something that you thought was over isn't over, okay? Death and rebirth, okay? For some of you, it could be something as simple as learning that when you go through a transition, right, when the death of something and you look at it, you deal with it, you heal from it, and you move on from it, you're not the same person, right? So there's, in a sense, a rebirth because you're no longer who you once were, okay? For others of you, this is about you planted the seeds for something, could be 7 years ago, 7 months, 7 years ago, okay? And you want a second chance at this, okay? Something could have happened, you know, things went south. Doesn't really matter what happened, okay? But you've had a lot of time to really get in touch with your heart and figure out what it is that you truly want. For some of you, you lost someone in spirit. Could have been 7 months ago, 7 years ago. And it's really taken a lot of time for you to mend from that. And I want to acknowledge that, okay? Grieving is different for everyone, okay? Just like grieving relationships. Healings are different for everyone. Some people, you know, they heal their wounds 1, 2, 3, depending on the wound. Other people, it's a very deep-rooted wound, and it takes a little bit longer, right? It's different for everyone, okay? That needs to be acknowledged for someone. So using the Zen Tarot, let's clarify, what is this Ace of Pentacles for my Leos? conditioning. So, okay, this makes sense. Spirit has been preparing you for this for some time now. Okay, for some time now. And what you let go of, what you had to work through, was an ancestral way of doing things. Okay, because conditioning, this is ancestral. See all these sheep? These are all ancestors who have gone before you, carrying their wounds upon your back. Okay, that's what ancestral healing is, right? Whenever we heal a wound within ourselves, it's not just our wound, it's a wound that has been carried over from generation to generation to generation. But you healing it finally releases it and breaks it. Okay, finally releases it and breaks it. Seven of Pentacles. And for some of you, I feel like it's going to piss you off, because look how pissed off that lion looks. He's mad that he had to do all this work to release all this ancestral wounds that could have been done by their parent, could have been done by their grandparent, their great-great-grandparent, their great-great-great-great-grandparent, and on and on and on, right? Because it's not easy, okay? Whew, guilt. That's a freaking big one. That is a big one. So who is trying to make you feel guilty about what you have invested your time and your effort into? Okay, or does somebody make you feel like you haven't invested enough time or put enough effort into something? Or is this just simply a mind game that you play with yourself? Okay, that behavior that's ancestral, right? It's a behavior that's ancestral. Queen of Swords. Rightness. Where there is truth, there is fruitfulness. There is a chance to grow, a chance to plant new seeds, a chance to make sweet wine. Maybe some of you releasing that guilt, releasing that pattern, right? You realize now just how sweet you are. Just how luscious you are, how succulent you are. You're ready to plant a new harvest, one that's not filled with guilt, one that's not filled with burdens, one that's not filled with the mind games. Okay, for some of you, you're tired of mind games. So what is this Page of Pentacles? What is this Page of Pentacles? The Rebel. Possibilities. Yeah, you want to let that wild side out. You want to let that wild side out. There's a whole new world to experience out there. There's a whole new way of doing life. And the time is now. The time is now. Seeing things from a higher perspective shows you a lot, okay? For some of you, once you, and I talk about this all the time on my channel, if you guys aren't into healing the self, then I'm telling you right now, my channel's not the channel for you, because that's my passion, okay? That's because I've walked the walk. So I don't just talk the talk, okay? But for a lot of you, this is the way it happens. You have this healing, right? You have this epiphany, on this ancestral wound. And then you pull yourself back like the eagle. And you look back on your life, the rebel, right? Why you were so wild, why you did things so crazy, why? Okay? Why your life played out how it did up until this point. Okay? That's what you learned. The death and rebirth for my Leos, the death and rebirth. Ooh. Understanding. Understanding, healing, projections. The stories we tell ourselves, things being mirrored back at us. That's where we have these epiphanies. That's where when things trigger us, that's when I invite you to take a step back and ask yourself, why did I have that reaction? What inside of me caused me to react that way in that situation? It's a behavior that you don't like within yourself that's being mirrored back at you. But until you look at that and you realize that, you can't change it. Because somebody else telling you that is like falling on deaf ears. You have to have those epiphanies on your own. Okay? Page of Cups. Turning in. Getting into your heart center. Getting into your heart center. That's where all this comes from. So this is about a journey to self-healing. Okay, you are on a journey to self-healing. 10 of Swords. The path to self-healing is exactly what you're on right now. And it's intense. Absolutely it is. To deal with all those swords, to deal with all those wounds, to deal with all that hurt, to deal with all that pain, to allow yourself to feel it, to allow yourself to cry it out, to allow yourself to get freaking angry, to allow yourself to yell, to allow. Yes, it's intense. But just as intense is just as freeing as it is. I promise you that. Okay, I promise you that. And then yes, oh my gosh, yes, self-care is so important. So important. 4 of Swords. That really flew up in the air. Yes! Then you can emerge this new version of yourself. One that's playful, one that's free, one that's not afraid to be who they are. One who will show their true authenticity. Sorry about that. That's what this is all about. Stepping into who you really are, embracing your gifts, embracing what you were sent here to do, your soul's contract, and allowing that to open up before you. Okay, being your unique self. 8 of Wands. Totality. Going with the flow. Quickly. Once you do this healing, quickly you learn how you're co-creating. You're learning how quickly, once you accept who you are, right? And once you step into your true light, how everything just moves quickly and you learn how to go with the flow. You learn how to go with the flow. And that's not an easy task either, okay? The healing the wounds and stuff, that's just part of it. Then it's learning how to do everything else, how to really truly surrender. how to really truly go with the flow. I've been doing this now for 20 years. Since 2004, I started on my healing path. Okay. And I still sometimes have problems with the surrendering and the going with the flow. Okay. And the understanding of it all. It's a constant learning, but it gets easier and easier. And that's what this is about. Okay. The advice for my Leos, just stick with it. That's my advice. In meditation, just let go. Let go, let it happen. That's what Spirit's asking you to do. Just go with the flow. Let it go. Let God. Let go. Let God. Trust. Trust. Final outcome for my Leos. Final outcome. Final outcome for my Leos. Everything is going to change suddenly for you, like a lightning bolt. This is going to hit you like a lightning bolt. It's going to blow your mind. And that's what ahas and epiphanies do. Blow your mind. When you learn this, because trust me, it blew my mind. When you learn this ancestral wound stuff and healing these deep, deep wounds, yeah, it does blow your mind. When you look back on your life and you see how that played a significant part in your life thus this far. Okay? This is a major awakening for you, Leo. Major. So there you have it, guys. From my heart to yours, I wish you nothing but love, light, and blessings. You are the water to my seeds. If this resonated, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Until next time, Leo, be well. Take care.